Konnichiwa, hello, and welcome. This is Roy at Godzilla 90, and today I will be reviewing yet another super cool, really awesome figure for you guys today, and that is the NECA Godzilla King of the Monsters 2019 Mothra figure here. And yes, this is a very, very, very beautiful, lovely lady, and I got some things to say about her. So, let's get on with this review. And now, starting things off of the box, first things first, front and center, we have the title of the movie, Godzilla King of the Monsters. We have the title of the figure, Mothra, right there. And of course, we have front and center on the door of the box, a really cool, painted up art style picture of the 2019 Mothra right there. I believe this is from concept art from the movie, and it looks very beautiful and very pretty. Much appreciated. And of course, opening up the door, the inside of the box, we have a picture of the figure right there on her display stand with the her cocoon right there on her the little platform thing, what you call it. And of course, we have the inside of the box, which is empty, which I've already taken the figure out several years ago. And of course, the top of the box, we have the Monsterverse logo right there. We have a picture of the 2019 Godzilla right there. We have the title of the movie, Godzilla King of the Monsters, the title of the figure yet again. We have the NECA logo. We have the Godzilla 65th anniversary from 1954 to 2019, which is about like 5 years ago. Yeah, this figure is outdated. Yeah, it's time to throw it out. Not true. But anyway, we have a warning label, choking hazard. So yeah, small parts. Don't try to eat it. It's not edible. Don't look at this figure and get hungry and mistake it for Domino's pizza, because yeah, that's not gonna go over so well. But anyway, we have ages 14 and up, so this is not for small children. The side of the box, we have the Godzilla 65th anniversary logo yet again. Title of the movie yet again. We have a wingspan, measures 12.5 inches wide. Articulated wings, we know that already. Includes display base with support rod, because yeah, that's what the stand is. And of course, we have the title of the figure there yet again. And we have the 65th anniversary Godzilla logo, the title of the movie yet again. And here we have, let me back it up for you guys. Trying to get it in view. That's the best I can get it. So you can pause that and read it if you want to. That is the plot for the movie. So I will leave it there for a hot little minute so you can pause it and read it. And now, moving right along to the back of the box here, we have a really cool picture of the 2019 Godzilla King of the Monsters NECA Mothra right there, looking very beautiful. And of course, we have the title name of the figure yet again, Mothra, Godzilla King of the Monsters yet again. And we have all the different the different figures you could have collected from NECA from the movie. We have Rodan, and we have the this is the poster color version Mothra, which I also have, and we have the Godzilla 2019 version 2, which I also have. The only one I don't have is Rodan, and yeah, I'm not going out of my way to get that one, because I'm not paying aftermarket prices, and they say collect them all. And we have the Legendary Pictures logo right there, and of course the Toho logo. And the bottom of the box, yeah, nothing too interesting. We have the NECA logo, we have real toys, we have a serial number, and I'm more than sure everyone loves looking at barcodes. Yeah, interesting. But anyway, that pretty much concludes it for the box. Now on to the figure. And now here we have the NECA Godzilla King of the Monsters 2019 Mothra figure right here in all of her Queen of the Monsters glory. I know this figure is kind of hard to see from this angle, but I will be moving up my camera. But yeah, we can get a good look at her display base for now with the realistic cocoon right there and the incubator for her cocoon, of course. So yeah, put that right there. Yeah, I'll bring the camera up so we can get a good look at the figure from a more close-up, more detailed view, and go over detail and articulation. So let's get to it. So now that I have the NECA Godzilla 2019 Mothra figure front and center here, we can get a closer look at her. You can appreciate the beauty of the Queen of the Monsters here. Let me take her off her stand so we can get a better look. We can see she has some very beautiful, realistic butterfly-like wings there. Very nice. And of course, they are articulated, so we can bring them up like so, and then back down. The bottom wings are also articulated, although, yeah, not as much as the top wings, but they do have a good decent range of motion to them, so that is good. Yeah, this figure is kind of dusty though, because it's been sitting on the top of my shelf for so long. But anyway, we can see some more detail in her face, and we can see her little antennae sculpted into the main body of the figure. I mean, yeah, most of this is just one solid piece. We have her stinger in the back. Yeah, and it is pretty pointy, as you can see. Put an indent in my thumb, so this is not for small children. And we can see her see that she has some little bitty, itty bitty small arms and like hands and feet. So we can see her hands and feet are painted black. And yeah, she has her two longer outer arms and her two smaller inner arms there. Her outer arms are articulated, so we can swivel them forward and back like so. And her back legs are also articulated as well, so we can swivel those forward and back. Now, unfortunately, yeah, we don't have any waist articulation with this figure, so that is unfortunate. But yeah, this is a pretty beautiful figure. I really like it. I'm glad I picked it up when I did. I got this one back in the day, like around like 2019. When I started collecting NECA for like $20 or like $20, so it really wasn't bad. So I'm not complaining. This is a good figure. Highly recommended if you can get your hands on it for a good price. And yeah, that pretty much concludes it for this review. And now I will be giving you guys my final verdict on the NECA Godzilla King of the Monsters 2019 Mothra figure. So let's get to it. And now for my final verdict on the NECA Godzilla King of the Monsters Mothra 2019 figure here. If I have to give this very beautiful, lovely lady and a Queen of the Monsters a final score, I have to give her a drum roll, please. A well-deserved, fair but square, decent 4.5 stars. Why? Although I do think this is a really good figure and it's good for what it is. This is a very beautiful figure to be held nonetheless. although it's not without its drawbacks. And I would say one of the main drawbacks is it's always going to constantly require a stand, so you really can't display this figure too much without her stand. So if I try to stand her up like so, or just her wings will just flop down, and she'll just be flat down on her stomach. So it's just unfortunate. I mean, she is supposed to be like an airborne kaiju, so I get it, but it's just like yeah. But anyway, other than that, the other downside is, we don't have any waist articulation, unlike the Hiya Toys Exquisite Basic versions, and the antennae are, still sculpted into the figure itself, so they're not like in individual posable pieces. But other than that, I still think this is a really good figure, although I would say, like, for a figure like this, it is a bit much for $20 back in the day, but I mean, it's costs even more now, and as you can see, I'm fidgeting with her, twirling her around. I know. It's starting to remind you of those sky dancers from back in the 90s, from when I was a kid. Yeah. But anyway, this is a really good figure. Highly recommended. Like I said, 4.5 stars. Not exactly a perfect score, but it's definitely, definitely up there. It's definitely means, I mean, it's not like an absolutely, phenomenal, knocked out of the park figure, but it's definitely, means it's still good for what it is. It still has a lot of redeeming qualities to make up for what it lacks. Although I really wouldn't recommend paying aftermarket prices for this. If you want to get a good, highly detailed, good articulated 2019, MonsterVerse Mothra figure, I would definitely just go for the Hiya Toys versions by this point, because you're just getting more for your money. And with that being said, that pretty much wrap things up. As you can see, most of my initial opinions on this figure are mainly positive, so that pretty much concludes it. So if you made it to this point into the video, thank you guys all so much for watching. Your viewership is much appreciated. That helps out this channel a lot. And if you want to help out this channel even more, like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have friends who are interested in the same type of content, feel free to share this on your social media like Facebook, X, what used to be Twitter, which everybody still calls it Twitter anyway, so changing the name was absolutely freaking pointless to begin with. And also on the slap.com for all you Victorious fans out there. So that pretty much concludes it and wrap things up for this review. So as always, love you all, stay safe, take care, God bless, stay positive, stay powered up, and peace out.